play action. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Nix to the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Broncos first down.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready.
A short throw to Ingram. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sidelines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
12 yards.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
On play action, here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. Now get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. Because sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on the pickup of 8 there. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, my son!
Nix from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Oh, my son!
They're going. It's Nix. And he's got it. And take it into the end zone for the Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Evan Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Chino going to hand it to Guilty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. as they've got it 2nd and 7.
There we go, sit on. 13 next, 13. Good shot.
Now Gino. Short throw, caught by Bowles. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
GMT. 5 yards on the carry. Good pick up on 1st down.
He's tackled at
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to GMT. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, 33 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 7-yard gain. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Nix. The ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
For J.K. Dobbins.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12 yards.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Oh, I said. Ready.
Here's Nix once more. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice scan from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
22 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Leads to
As they'll stop it with just
goal.
over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Olay, olay, olay. Oh, my son.
Now it's Knicks. And he's into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Oh,
The
my son.
Broncos will line up for the 2-point
They'll
conversion.
try and throw for it. They will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go, here we
With
go.
his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts
Brings up second
as the
and
clock will
18.
stop with 34 seconds to go before
25-yard line.
halftime.
Run line. 390%.
To throw is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to be dropped forward and pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Third and 11.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. What do they have for this? Third and 11.
Hey, here we go. Hey, trio left. 390%. Snowball, snowball.
Now Smith. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the fighting through, he's got space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's good for
As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Working out the Denver's Knicks. And this one is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try to pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
To throw is Knicks. That's taken in by Franklin. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Oh, my son.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 38 seconds left.
Incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
For the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Raiders 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. He's only a 6 there, down to the 36.
Brought down by Pat
Second
Surtain.
down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And a Las Vegas first down.
No balls, no balls. No balls, no balls.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
now
line.
throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Come on, shot.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Carlson now to have the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Broncos 17, Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
This throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oh, my son. Hey.
Back to throw. Nix. And hauls it in over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the things they need to continue to convert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go on second and 12. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't do it.
It's another zone defense. defense, it looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready. Ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
Ole, ole, ole. Hold on a sec. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mills. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 11.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Oh, my.
Back to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Ready. Ole, ole, ole.
Nix to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 36 yards. And the Broncos are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. This time the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here we go,
Smith. Got Madden, he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 17 yards.
Look.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
49, flip it off, 49.
Throwing now is Gino. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. There we go, set.
They'll set up a throw. A short throw that's held in by Miller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings
Check
up
59,
3rd
check 59,
and
cover,
1.
cover. Snowball, snowball.
Again, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Raider first down.
Now Gino. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
13X, 13X. There we go, Salon. Green 90%. Alert. Ours.
Smith. He's got it wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Another Raiders first down.
There we go, Salon.
Smith throwing again. Toward the pylon. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 21.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And the tackle there, Ronnie Johnson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Oh, my son. Ready.
Nix to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to have the Broncos first. And that should be the capper.
Good for a Broncos first down. 1st and goal, Denver.
They'll run it down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stagger right around the run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey!
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score. They